Hi, good afternoon, and welcome back to our channel at UK Versity. I want to take this opportunity in the month of October to speak to you about a couple of things. They could be classified as some updates that I want to give and also some information that I want to share with regards to the courses and some of the other things and initiatives we have started. For those of you who are looking at coming to study with UK Versity under the short-term visitor visa, you should be looking at making applications to us for the January session. The reason I say January session is because you need 6 to 8 weeks after making the application to the UK Visa and Immigration Service to allow them sufficient time to get a decision on your application. A lot of you have asked me questions with regards to what are the most popular courses under which you should come in and study. Now, there is no set specific answer for that, but generally, when I look at courses that you want to come in and study, depending on your background, your education, and your experience, we see there are a number of these courses which are popular. The first popular course is the Teaching and Education course. Now, for those of you who want to become a teacher, get into the line of teaching, become an instructor, train the trainer, these kind of, and want to make a career in teaching, should look at coming and studying the NCFE Level 5 Diploma in Education and Training course. Now, this is a 6 months course. Actually a 12 months course, but we deliver it on a fast track basis for students who are coming in and studying this with us under the student visitor visa route. Now, this particular course leads to a teaching qualification which is very well respected across the globe and is considered equivalent to a bachelor's in education, especially for learners who are looking at gaining this through the matured route. So this qualification also leads to a qualified teacher status in the UK. So if once you've completed this qualification, you can then apply to become a qualified teacher with a relevant body in the UK, which is Society of Education and Training, and that grants you a QTS or a QLTS status. Some of the other popular courses which students should look at under this particular category should be courses that they want to study, which is Foundation Diploma in Higher Education Studies for learners who have or students who have completed 12 years of schooling in their school back home, 10 years of schooling or 12 years of schooling back home, and they want to come in and study into a university course in the UK, then one of the best programs to look at is a program called the Foundation Diploma in Higher Education Studies. Now, the 12 years of schooling is considered equivalent to a level 2, and the first year of uni or university program here is considered level 4. So in the middle, you have a gap which is called the level 3, and that is the Foundation Diploma in Higher Education Studies. Now, this program has units and modules like English, mathematics, economics, accounting, society, and in general is a qualification which is widely accepted by universities for those who are looking at stepping into doing a 3-year degree course in the UK. One other qualification which I think is very popular with matured learners abroad who want to come in and do this in the UK is the Level 7 Diploma in Strategic Management. Now, this qualification leads to a Master's in Business Administration, and this Level 7 program can be completed in 3 months, and after that you can do a top-up with a university in the UK to achieve a Master's in Business Administration or an MBA degree, and that is something that you can do on a fast-track basis with us at UK Versity under this particular route. We have people who are applying which are employer sponsored or sponsored by various institutions who come in, and they can only afford to come in to study in the UK under this short-term visitor visa route for 6 months because they don't want to leave a full-time job. They take a study leave and then can come to the UK under this visa route to do a qualification and join back their jobs in the respective countries. Some of the other queries and questions that we've had are related to what is the fees for the courses. So what we've done is for 6 months course, any course that you want to come, the fees is £2,750. Any course that is over 6 months leading up to 11 months, the fees is £3,750. So we've kept a flat fee structure across all the courses, and either it's a 6 months or an 11 months course. Now, under this visa, there is no allowance for you to work. You cannot switch category. Once you complete the course, you have to go back to your home country, and there is no extension or application for extension possible within the UK when you are studying on this particular visa. So I want to make it quite clear that when students make applications under the short-term visitor visa route to UK Versity, you should be very clear that this visa category does not give you work rights. this particular short-term student visitor visa route does not allow you to extend your visa or change your visa into any other category for the duration that you're coming into to study in the UK. The reason why we are sharing this with you is I think these are one of the few guidelines we want to be very upfront, honest and transparent about, so that it saves your time, effort and money and our time, effort and money, and you're able to make the right application should you decide to come and study with us at UK Versity here. Some of the learners have asked us in terms of is there an installment plan to pay the fees? I would say yes and no, but I would more lean towards no, is because when you're looking at coming here, you're also required to show some maintenance statement. And if you don't pay your fees in full, then you need to add that money into your maintenance statement in order to show that you have sufficient funds to stay in the UK. So I normally suggest students to pay the fees in full so that you are very clear that the course fees has been paid for. This fees is paid into the client account, which is ring fenced, so that the company can only use this tuition fees as and when the student gets the visa and actually comes into the UK, and then and only then can it be used against the course that we are delivering. If your visa application is refused by the UKVI, then in that case we deduct £150 as administration fees, and this money is refunded back within 7 working days back to the account from which it was transferred. Now, subject to 3 conditions. One, UK Visa and Immigration Service makes it quite clear that you should not use any fraudulent documents. You should declare all the information so that you're not using deception to obtain a visa. And last but not the least, your maintenance statement needs to be from the listed institutions which are given on the .gov website for your respective country. Please allow up to 6 to 7 weeks for your visa applications to be processed, and we have intakes every alternate month, and the idea would be not to rush your application through, but make an informed application. Please ensure that you declare all the information to us in terms of your refusals, your previous visits to the UK, the colleges that you have applied to, and also from a point of view of your reasons of coming to study in the UK in your personal statement. These kind of informations that you provide will help us give you the right information, advice and guidance, and this will in turn translate into a successful application that you would make to the Home Office or to the UK Visa and Immigration Service, and ensuring that you get the visa at the end of the day to come and study in the UK. Apart from that, I have also received a couple of other questions which are related to English language requirements. Now, as per the website, .gov website in the UK, there is no English language requirement if you're coming to study with us on a 6 months visitor visa route or on an 11-month intensive English visitor visa route, wherein you come in and study English. There is no requirement of IELTS, there is no requirement of English, and because you're coming in to study English, so this requirement is actually not there. The other things that we look at is, in terms of your application, we do an interview which is quite a strict and a rigorous interview to ensure that the reasons that you're giving us are the reasons for which you're coming to the UK to study under this particular visa route. This particular interview is recorded, and UK Visa and Immigration Service asks for it in terms of a bit of a proof, or to say if your application is refused, why is it refused. We can actually use this recording to tally in terms of why the refusals have happened. Last but not the least, in order to get a refund, there's an application form. We put out the refund policy on our website, and if there is a refund that needs to be done, it will be done promptly, but as per policy guidelines, which is to say that we need to receive a copy of your visa refusal letter. Somebody was asking me a question, would the fees be refunded in cash or by check? Now, we do not accept money in cash, we do not accept checks for the fees. The fees comes into the bank, and the remittance of that fees, if it is under the cases of a refund, will be done from bank, and the remittance will go from our bank account to the client bank account from which the fees actually had been remitted initially for the course. One or two other small questions which are very brief, which have come forward, and I want to provide very quick answers to that is, what would you do after finishing this course? Obviously once you finish this course, you have to return back under this visa system, because there is no extension, and you should be prepared because we put a course start date and a course end date on the unconditional offer letter that we issue when you apply to come to study under this particular visa. There are other bits which are related to, things like why you've selected UK Versity, why you have chosen Manchester. And I would encourage students to do their own research to ensure that they are able to explain this to the interview with UK Visas and Immigration Service to justify why they are choosing UK Versity, why they are coming to Manchester. And these are some of the other questions that you need to be prepared about when you are looking at actually applying under this particular route to come to study in the UK. So with this, I would like to end this session. All comments and obviously, your queries are welcome. Please leave us comments on our YouTube channel or drop us an email on admin@ukversity.co.uk so that we can reply back to you promptly. Thank you.